on the head, right? So SOPs are the number one thing. And so a book of SOPs, that it doesn't mean anything if it's not actually accurate and it's not actually what you're doing. So I can't, and I'm sure you guys have had the same experience. You've gone into labs before where you look at the SOPs and that's not even what's actually being done. And that does nobody any use, right? Because your SOPs are supposed to be your benchmark, your playbook for how you're supposed to get through your day. So really, as a director, as a manager, it's incumbent upon you to really make sure that those protocols are up to snuff and they're actually what's being done in the lab. And don't just wait for the yearly review. Make sure those protocols are active and they're constantly changing to make sure that you keep up with them. Active leadership and competency evaluations, again, that's something that we want to catch things before they turn into an issue, into a problem. And that's really about, like, that's a leadership issue, right? Because it's one thing to push procedures in a day, it's another to actively manage and to make sure that everybody's doing everything the proper way. Real-time data and looking at numbers, it's something I think that we still live in a world where we do a lot of big written things on clipboards, right? Automate and delegate as much as possible. Use what you can so you can see things in real time. I want to be able to log in and know exactly what's going on in New Jersey, and I want to be able to look at temperatures and incubators and make sure that I'm not seeing any trends that are worrisome. So explore, don't be afraid to go around these booths. There's lots of people offering different possibilities to improving workload in IVF lab. And again, that helps standardize the process. The more people that can see it, the more people that can identify problems ahead of time. A key to standardization is also about defining training and a career path. Because if you have something, the goals that people are working towards, and you have very clear and defined metrics, that goes a long way in your lab. Everyone has felt stagnated in their IVF lab, and that they're not progressing as quickly or as efficiently as you would like. Standardization, again, is part of that, knowing exactly what you need to get to the next level to achieve that next goal. Extensive onboarding, that's really about acquiring new labs, right? So we all want labs up and running as fast as possible, but that's not always the reality. You have to walk before you can run. And so you want to make sure that if you're bringing folks that are new to your team, take your time. Is this going in and out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you take your time and you onboard people appropriately, because it's not fair to them if they don't know how to do it right? And again, frequent lab meetings and lab visits. If COVID gave us anything that was a gift, it's the gift of teams, right? So you have no idea how important it is to interface. You can't be in a lab all the time if you have multiple labs, right? So you want to make sure that you're checking in with folks as much as possible. I do a weekly meeting with each one of my sites because it's important, and it also gives accountability to the standardization process.